Indiana Dunes Tourism, located between Chicago and South Bend in northwest Indiana, is a proud supporter of Irish Illustrated. Extend your Notre Dame visit with a trip to the nation's newest national park. Visit indianadunes.com.
Tim O'Malley with Tim Priester for Irish Illustrated following Brian Kelly's final regular season Monday press conference. And there's a bit of personnel news, especially on the defensive front due to injuries and some actual official moves on the depth chart, which makes you believe these guys will be needed to play on Saturday.
Well, high praise for Isaiah Foskey, and he has 1 or 2 games to play. One more. So that gives him an opportunity to play against Stanford. They are beaten up on the inside, so it may create some opportunities to move somebody inside from outside, so to speak. We didn't talk about Myron Tagovailoa-Amosa, or did we?
No, there won't be an update until.
There won't be, yeah, but I do not expect him to play this weekend. I don't see, he was talking about MRI on Sunday as precautionary, but I doubt that he will play. So it's all hands on deck. Stanford's offensive line is very beaten up when you look at 3 starters missing from the beginning of the year. So Notre Dame's still working from a position of strength along their D-line.
And Jason Ademilola was a kind of below-level game-time decision, I would say. Saturday, I would expect if he doesn't have any setbacks this week, he could at least give them some snaps. Hunter Spears has moved onto the depth chart for the first time and has 1 more game to play. Offensively, there's really no changes, but kind of talking about Brian Kelly, speaking of offense, mentioned Stanford a little bit more praiseful light than we would think when we see them on film, including their quarterback Davis Mills, who we think will have to play over KJ Costello.
Yeah, they're 4-7 now. I mean, obviously they have struggled, but we did hear a lot of praise about their quarterbacks. Uncertain as to whether KJ Costello will be back for this game. It's a possibility. He's been dealing with a thumb injury. So they're preparing for both. I'm not sure that there's a huge difference between the two. And again, the receiving core, a lot of praise for them, but I'm not sure that has always been substantiated this year. But it is Stanford. Notre Dame's lost 5 in a row out there. They haven't won since 2007. And so you can take nothing for granted. You have to play good football, and you have to go out there and beat Stanford on their home field.
High praise from Brian Kelly to Kurt Heinisch for kind of being the rock inside. That makes sense considering all the defensive tackle injuries around him, and also Asmar Bilal, who you wanted to follow up on because, look, we weren't the only ones. The coaches did not think that Asmar Bilal perhaps would be the answer after game 1 this season, and he is arguably the best defensive player on the team through 11 games.
I didn't even see Kurt Heinisch's name on the stat sheet afterwards, so I don't know if he ended up actually getting a tackle via the coaches, but I thought he played one of his better games, one of his more disruptive games. You don't hold that kind of running game to the low level that you did without getting solid penetration from up the middle. You got that from Heinisch. You really got that from all 4 guys inside that were playing on a regular basis, including Jamie and Franklin as well, and Jacob Lacey moving over to 3 technique. So, some really good things happening there with Heinisch. Asmar Bilal has really, really been good. You watch him play now, and just by the way he moves, his eye discipline is better. There are not wasted steps. You know that he understands what he's seeing, and his play is matching that.
Kelly had some comments regarding increasing team speed and the plan for that. You will see that on Monday Musings today, and Tim Priester's extended feature on Chase Claypool coming up. Kelly, I know you've been researching this. He had a unique life coming into South Bend, and then Kelly's kind of spoke about, hey, once he had the opportunity, we thought he could really break out, and that was this year getting that lead receiver role. It
was a struggle for Chase Claypool growing up, and his journey to Notre Dame, like I said to Brian Kelly, literally and figuratively from Western Canada.
Right.
Was long, and he's come a long way. He's a brilliant football player now, but it's been a tough journey for him, but he's realizing his potential now.
We have a podcast to do before a short week heading into Thanksgiving, and the 2 of us leave Friday for San Francisco. You can read about it all at irishillustrated.com.